Hey everyone, and welcome to Cozying Up with the Clear Cut, where we get up close and personal with women that inspire us. Today we sat down and chatted with Kendall Glazer, the co-founder of Stoney Clover Lane, a customizable lifestyle accessories brand. You built like a very strong community.
Yeah, and you think, okay, we're just making accessories, but it's so much more than that.
She tells us all about how she started at 17 years old making beaded bracelets with her sister, to having 3 brick and mortar stores across the country and having the likes of tons of celebs use her personalized accessories. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Of course. So I know that you started this accessories brand with your sister.
Yes.
When you were super young, right?
Yeah, I was 17 and she was 15.
So tell me a little bit about how you guys started a business in high school, basically, as sisters. That is such an incredible story.
So it started totally different than what it is now, and I think the reason it actually worked is because it was super organic. But we were making bracelets actually at the time, beaded bracelets, like so many other girls were doing. And I'm sitting on the floor of our bedroom over the summer, so I was about to go into my freshman year of college. She was going into her junior year of high school, and we were making these bracelets, and they were just like fun for us. We liked them, whatever. They were like bracelets we saw at Intermix, and we ended up going to a Taylor Swift concert that summer. We were able to like go to a meet and greet and meet her, and we're like, let's just give her these bracelets. Like,
oh my God, that's so cool.
Why not? We give her a set of bracelets. I think there were 5 of them. And a week later, she wears them in a photo shoot. And so we see the picture online. We post the picture to our Facebook, because that was like cool at the time. And we were like, oh my God, Taylor's wearing these bracelets we made
And
her.
what year was this?
2009.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is like, it's just like a totally different time.
It was before Instagram.
Before Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter was around.
Okay.
So we put this on Facebook. People start asking us if they can buy them. My aunt was our first like real customer. She was like, I need 10 gifts. I'll buy 10 sets of them from you. Will you sell them to me?
And how much were you selling each set for?
5 bracelets for $100.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And 1 bracelet for $25.
And how did you come up with your name? Do you have the same name the whole time?
Yeah, so same name. So we were in Rochester, New York at the time. It's where we grew up originally before we moved to Palm Beach. And we were in Rochester over the summer. We're sitting in our rooms there. And Stoney Clover was one of the first streets we lived on. So we thought it was a cute name.
That is a cute name.
I think it worked because we weren't thinking this is like a business that's going to last forever and going to be our full-time jobs. We're just like, what's a cute name? Okay. And it was a different time. So we weren't like, is that Instagram handle available? Is that URL available? Can we get the domain? Can we get the trademark? Like, none of that went into it, which it would now.
Yeah.
And we would have thought so much into it.
Yeah.
And that's like the one thing that's actually stayed constant is the name. And like, I think it's a good name for us. Like,
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you can abbreviate it, SEO, like it works. And so we gain this like social media following. We get some other people, young Hollywood stars, to wear the bracelets. And it's just kind of like a hobby all through college. But again, we gain this following. We do some pop-ups while we're in college over the summer. So we did 2 in LA, 1 in New York.
And where'd you go to college? Did you guys go to college together?
Yeah, we both went to Tulane. Okay. And so I graduate, and we're still making bracelets, but it's a different iteration of the original bracelets. And then we start making these patches that you can stick onto like anything you already own. Mm-hmm. People are buying them and sticking them onto like luxury bags. And so we're like, why aren't we doing like the whole thing?
Yeah.
We start making 1 pouch, then 2 pouches, then a backpack, then a duffel bag.
How did you even go about like making these beaded bracelets yourself and then finding like a manufacturer to make your bags?
So throughout the whole process, and I always think I sound crazy when I say this, but so many things were being in the right place at the right time. And this is a perfect example. We were somewhere in Palm Beach, and we were talking to one of our middle school teachers who was like, I think you should meet, this person. You guys might, I don't know, maybe there's something you guys could do together. She happens to like oversee production, and we had never met anyone who does production before. And so we start talking to her
for accessories.
Yeah, for tons of different things. And so we start talking to her, and we tell her kind of like where a vision we have, and her and her partner, she's based in Palm Beach, her partner's in New York, and they make it happen. And I mean, I haven't found, I'm sure we could have gone out and looked for somebody, but I wouldn't have even known where to begin. I have no history in this. Libby has no history in this. And we like these people we work with like get our vision, and we still work with them to this day. And I've never met anyone that gets it like they do or come across anyone else. And so it's just, I mean, say we got lucky, but we found these partners who were able to help with it. And
that's crazy.
That's how we've done all our production.
And where do you manufacture everything?
In China.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so everything's manufactured there, but then everything, the customization, like the actual assembly of that, it's all done in New York. So if you order something online from us and you customize it, it's going to be actually like laid out, sewn, and shipped out of our office in New York.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when did you start launching like the travel accessories?
So I think it's about 4 years ago. So it started with the patch, and then it started going into bag.
And how has it grown from there?
It's grown an insane amount, and I think it's all so much has to do with social.
And I love your pouch with your initials on it, right?
Yeah. Our
and
cozy collection.
Cozy?
Yeah.
I love this like material.
Yeah.
But this is so cute. So this is kind of like the aesthetic, like the cute, like campy,
exactly.
like colorful.
Yeah, so it's fun, but we have like everyone associates us with a colorful, bright brand, which we are. Mm-hmm. But we also have neutral colors, and I think that's why like so many different types of people, ages, generation, like it doesn't matter who you are, there's something for you. So we have, you can do a pouch in our Blanc, which is white with Blanc patches on it, white on white. Like,
oh, I love that.
Right? Mm-hmm. Super simple and chic. You could do sand, which is our like nude, sand on sand. Like, or you can do a set of all neutral colors. But so there really is something for everyone. Or you can take the white and you could put pink, orange, yellow, green, blue letters across it.
Yeah.
So like it is fun and bright for most people, but then
you can make
also
there's something for everyone.
Exactly.
You can make it personalized.
So I mean, this is not as bright and rainbow as other things.
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what do you see for the future of Stoney Clover?
So we opened 3 stores in the last a little over a year.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So I feel like the last like couple of years have just been like a rocket ship for you guys.
Yeah.
So how did you go from selling just online to actually having brick and mortar stores?
So it was always something we wanted to do. It was something actually Libby, my sister, felt really strongly about. She just like loved the idea of opening a store. And we knew we wanted our first store to be in Palm Beach, which is surprising to a lot of people. We grew up in Palm Beach, and everyone just expected our first store would be in New York.
Yeah.
But we wanted it to be a destination. We wanted to create an experience. Our whole brand is about like creating this aspirational life, and a lot of it revolves around vacation and wanting to bring you to like this happy place, and that's what Palm Beach is for us. So first store is there, super successful. 7 months later, we opened in East Hampton.
I feel like this is perfect for the Hamptons.
Exactly. And it just like our customers in Palm Beach, and then they're in East Hampton. And then we did a pop-up in New York that recently closed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And can people like customize on the spot?
Yeah,
there?
so all the stores, there's somebody sewing and customizing. They're like customization experts. And there's people there who will help you customize if you can't decide what you want. Basically, the walls are filled with inspo. And so you can look and you can either be like, I want that bag, or you can say, I like that bag, but I want to have it my name or whatever. Or you can start from scratch. And then there's somebody there on the spot customizing. And obviously, if you're there on a busy Saturday, you might have a turnaround time. You might have to come back. We can ship it to you. But there is somebody always there customizing.
That is so cool that you and your sister had such like an entrepreneurial spirit so young, and took like making beaded bracelets to these accessories, and now have like full blown like brick and mortar stores in these major cities. That is crazy.
Yeah. So that's kind of I think keep expanding the stores is what
is the future.
Yeah.
Awesome. And do you think that it will go beyond like the current accessories that you have now, or what do you see?
So I think we've kind of found like when we go back to when we first started working and
like,
doing
will you
like
get
production,
bored?
maybe, but we haven't. And I think because we can phase things out. So like there are patches that we were sick of. Okay, so once we sell it, we're done. Mm-hmm. And we bring in new things all the time. But I think that it's like category is something we've really found works for us, and we love. We're traveling all the time. It like worked out last year that I was on a plane every 5 days. So like this is our lives.
Yeah.
And I'm using it in my tote every day, and then I'm packing in it. And I was the most unorganized person in the world. And it wasn't like I started Stoney Clover to become organized. It was like I was just trying to figure out uses, like what are other things I can tell people, what are other ways to use them. And I became organized like I'm like, it's proof it works. If you make pouches for things and you label them and you know where things are, like, it works for you. And so I if we get bored, we'll move on.
Yeah.
We're not, I think we're the ones making the decision. So it's not like, you know, we have to go through all these people and procedures and whatever. It's like, on to the next thing. But
that's so awesome.
I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we always ask all of our guests, what is your spark? Like, what is that thing inside you that just like motivates you to keep going and hustling?
So Libby and I are the only two people who have access to our Instagram. And so we are the ones seeing every DM, every comment. And I think it's really like this community that we've created, whether it's on Instagram or meeting people in our stores or at events, that keeps us going. I think it's crazy. I mean, you start as like...
You built like a very strong community.
Yeah, and you start like, you think, okay, we're just making accessories, but it's so much more than that. Mm-hmm. And it's so cool. And it's like, again, it happened really organically. Like, so many people come back, how do you create that community? I'm like, that's not how you're starting the wrong way. Like, it has to really happen. And so like, people come to us not only for recommendations for their pouches, but they see that we travel and we start posting travel guides. So they come to us for that. It's the whole world. And then they'll ask, what sunscreen do you use? Mm-hmm. Or anything. Like, it's the whole life of the product and us.
I love that.
That whole thing. So I think it's our followers and it's our community, and it's just being able to engage with them and speak to them and see what they love and they want and what excites them. And I think that's really what
I think the best brands are ones that, you know, build their community slow and steady and authentically.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, okay, I raised all this money, like, where's my community? And like, it just doesn't happen that way.
And I think and honestly, I think for us, it really happened when Insta Stories started. I didn't know what to do with it. Like, I didn't really get it, and I was obsessed with Snapchat. And so I was like, what do I post on Snapchat and what do I post on Instagram? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I started doing a video of like what fits in the pouch. And then I was like bored, and I was like, I'm going to show how I pack. And I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, my friends who know me in real life are going to watch this, and they're going to be like, Kendall,
that's exactly
what
how
are you
I
doing?
Feel.
But then I kind of was like, I don't care. And so I started doing it, and people loved it. And it happened like, so I'd do it again, and I would do it again, and then they would ask questions, and then I would be bored, and I'd post like, ask me questions, and the first few times I did it, it was my friends harassing me, and they were being annoying, and then people started to have questions, and so kind of was like...
such a similar, when I first started talking to the camera, I think I did it like 15 takes before I could post.
I used to do it in Snapchat because I wanted the filter and then put them into Instagram.
And I was like, I'm so embarrassed if my friends are going to see me. But then I was was like, whatever, I don't care.
And I started doing it on my personal Instagram now too. And I actually
haven't done
doing
that
a talking one last weekend. And Libby, so Libby's a little more behind the scenes. And she was like, she heard me doing it, and she's like, why are you still talking to the camera? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, the people want to know my favorite mascara.
Yeah. So. Here's our Spark ring. And give that to you. It is just a daily reminder of, your hustle and to keep going. And if you want to wear it on a specific finger, we can send you one in your size too.
I'm sure, but then I get stuck right now.
And just like the Spark ring, we kind of think that, jewelry can have some extra meaning than just being like a beautiful piece that you wear every day. So do you have a sentimental piece of jewelry?
Yeah, so I think I'm obsessed with bracelets.
I mean, you have a serious stack.
But my love bracelets are one for my parents and one for my grandma. So I think that I've never taken them off since I put them on. And I've also started doing these bracelets that say like Palm Beach and Bleecker for the stores. So I think the combination of the two for like celebrating milestones or the stores, I'll add East Hampton when it opens.
And since you love bracelets, I wanted to bring out something sparkly and fun to play with. So I thought this one was cool. This is a mesh diamond bracelet. So it kind of feels like fabric, but it's like woven together, all these diamonds and platinum.
Oh my God. Wow.
You may have to take this off when you shower, but
it's amazing.
Awesome. Well, it was so great having you.
Thank you.
This was so much fun, and I loved learning more about like your whole journey and story. I think the brand is so cool.
Thank you.
So tell everyone where they can follow you, check out Stoney Clover Lane, get updates.
StoneyCloverLane.com, at Stoney Clover on Instagram.
And you're personal. You're talking to the camera now, so.
And I'm at Kendall Arin, ARIN. And yeah, I mean, I think we're Instagram's where everything happens first, and then everything's on our website. And yeah, follow us.
Awesome. If you guys want to see her awesome accessories and look at the beautiful jewelry that we were looking at, check out our YouTube at The Clear Cut and our IGTV and Instagram at The Clear Cut. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week. That was so much fun. I loved learning about the organic growth story that Kendall and her sister built. I had no idea that is how Stoney Clover started, from being in high school making beaded bracelets for Taylor Swift to having this huge business. I think that really goes to show you that having a really engaged organic community that you listen to online is so critical and so essential when building your business. I was certainly inspired by her and her story. If you guys know any inspirational women that we should interview for Cozying Up, feel free to shoot us a DM or email and let us know. We always want to meet these incredible women. And if you want to keep up with all things Stoney Clover, head to their Instagram at Stoney Clover and their website, stoneycloverlane.com. Of course, follow us on Instagram and YouTube at The Clear Cut for all things cozying up and diamonds.